Hi everybody, Vinnie Hall here, Executive Chef at the Sea to Sky Gondola. Today I'd like to talk to you about one of our fan favourites from last summer, the Taste of the Summit. So Taste of the Summit is an event that we launched last year out on the Diamond Head deck, and it's a Mediterranean-inspired tapas evening, which we run every Thursday evening from 4 o'clock through till 8 o'clock. What I'd like to do is show you one of our dishes. It's a special that we ran last year that's going to make our regular menu this year. It's a scallop ceviche. So come up and see us and try the wonderful dishes we've got to offer on June 12th, which is our first one. Okay, so scallop ceviche. So one of my favorites. You can do this with any sorts of fish. Pretty simply put, it's raw fish that you cook using acid from lemons or limes, citrus. And then we're going to garnish ours today with some peppers and tomatoes, some onion, and some jalapenos. So start with, we're going to make our ceviche liquid, which is what we use to actually cook the fish. So we're going to start off with adding all our ingredients in the blender to make our liquid. Got some cilantro, my favorite herb. I'm going to pop that in, and you can use the stalks and everything. Chuck it all in. We're going to use jalapenos. We want that for the nice spicy kick. We've got lemon and lime juice. We've got equal parts of both. We're going to pop a little bit of cracked black pepper, some shallots, and some garlic. Now we're going to blitz this up. Okay, we're going to start on a low speed. We want this so it's a nice, pure, smooth liquid. Turn up the speed. And that is our ceviche liquid. So now we have our ceviche liquid. We're going to put our scallops in it, and then we're going to leave it for about 3 to 4 minutes, just so it cooks those scallops. So we take our scallops, and we're going to pop a few in the bowl. So I've pre-sliced these, around about 5 millimeters thick. Pop those in the bowl. Going to add our ceviche liquid. Just going to pour it in, nice healthy helping. Okay, and then we give it a good mix. So you want those really nicely coated. The scallops will stick together, so you want to make sure you mix it thoroughly so it breaks them up a little bit and they're not all stuck together. We're just going to let that sit for 3 to 4 minutes. While we're waiting for our scallops just to cook through, we're going to make our garnish. So we've got some finely diced peppers, pop that in there. We've got some pickled red onion. We have some diced tomato. We're going to take a little bit of our scallop liquid, pop that in there, and then we're just going to mix that through. This is going to add some freshness and also a little bit of crunchy texture to the plate, and then the acidity from the onion as well. Now our scallops have had enough time sitting in that liquid. We're going to plate up our scallop ceviche. Spacing these out. I like a rustic style, so I try not to make it too uniform, which Mediterranean food is pretty famous for being rustic, which is why it suits me perfectly. That's our scallops. We're now going to take some of that excess liquid out of the bowl, and we'll use that to drizzle around the plate. Pop a little bit on top of each one, and then scatter it around. And then next, we're going to take our diced tomatoes, peppers and onion, and we're going to fill in some of those gaps. Now I've got some slow cooked crispy shallots. Okay, we're going to just scatter those over the plate, but again nice and rustic. It's going to add a nice crispy with a little bit of fat there. It just helps cut through some of that acid. These are our home fried tortillas, tossed in paprika and salt. Pop those on one corner, sat up in a little pile, and then we're going to finish with some fresh cilantro and a touch of oil. Okay, so we're going to finish this with a touch of good quality extra virgin olive oil, drizzled over the top, and a little bit of Maldon salt. My favourite salt, just to finish. That is our scallop ceviche. So thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed what you saw, then please come up and give us a try on our Taste of the Summit every Thursday from June 12th. Hope to see you there. Thanks.